Hello! In this video I'm going to show you how to make a shiny fish with just a couple of things that you can find at home. So you're going to need some kind of heavy paper. You can use, this is cardstock, you can use cardstock, you can use cereal box, you can use cardboard, anything that will kind of stand up, something that's a little bit thicker than just regular computer paper. And you need some aluminum foil, a good pair of scissors, and some markers. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw kind of a really basic shape of a fish. See, I have something here that I've already drawn on, but that's okay because we're going to cover it with the foil. So I'm going to take, like I said, a real basic shape of a fish. It's going to be big, kind of chunky fish it looks like. Okay. Nothing too special. Don't worry if it's perfect. You just want a basic shape of a fish, then go ahead and cut that out. Okay, and now that I've had it cut out here, then you want some aluminum foil. I have some foil that I have actually saved from another activity. And you can do this one of two ways. So mine's already crumpled because I have already used it, which actually makes it really cool when you go to color it with markers, or you can use it and make it totally smooth, and then when you go to decorate it, you can take a dull pencil and kind of draw on it that way. But this way I like because it has all these little wrinkles in them, and once you flatten it back out, it has a really cool design. So you just take your fish and you just want it big enough for the fish. You don't want too much extra, or you're going to be gluing a lot. So, well, I think that's probably just fine. So let's just try where we are here. So you can glue it inside if you want. You can just fold it over. I'm just going to see if I can just fold it over here. And you just want to kind of feel where you are. You just want to fold it over top of your fish. And if you find that you have too much, like I know I have too much here, so I'm gonna come back here, I'm gonna trim off some excess. So I'm only going to color one side, so if you don't get this completely covered on both sides, that's okay. Because you just need enough to cover it on the back side. So I'm going to just trim off any of the excess because I just want to cover one side. I'm not really concerned about covering the back side here. And it is easier to start with too much than it is to cut it first, because then you might not have enough to go on the other side. So just want to keep folding it over. And what you can do is you can put some glue under here to glue it down, or you can actually just take a piece of tape and just tape it down on the back. If you do, I mean, it's your choice. If you do want to do it double-sided, then you have to be more precise about your cutting, and you just have to be a little bit neater about it. But I'm going to hang mine up, so I don't need to have it on both sides. So once you've got that all folded over and either glued or taped, you can turn it over, and now you get to decorate it. Now here's my little fish, my little shiny fish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to color it with some markers. So I like the way the markers look on top of the aluminum foil. Now you do have to make sure this will get on your hands because it doesn't soak into the aluminum foil, of course, so it is going to get on your hands a little bit. So make sure that you know you're going to have to wash your hands later. So I'm just going to make some fun designs. I'm going to do some like squiggly lines. This is a good way to kind of practice your lines. Straight lines, squiggly lines, curly cues. Different kinds of lines are good. And you can use permanent markers if you have older kids that you don't mind using permanent markers. You can use permanent markers. Any color would work. Permanent markers might work a little bit better for this, but certainly washable markers work just fine. Get a little eye here. And what I was saying before is you can use a dull pencil, and you can also make designs on it as well. See there, you can see a little circle, and do a little curly Q right there. So it has some added dimension to it aside from just coloring it. But it's really up to you on how you want to decorate your shiny fish. So you can go ahead and poke a little hole right there and hang up your fish. And there you go. You have a nice little shiny fish made out of aluminum foil.